Yo, peace everybody. It's your man, Soular back at it again. And this is one thing, oh man, this topic right here, you don't want to miss this. You're not gonna want to miss this. And this one is probably for just about anyone. Anyone who has the ability to comprehend truth. This video is for you. If you don't have the ability to comprehend truth, and maybe you're feeling emotions, feel like something's wrong or something's missing, well, this is it. Many of us would like to talk about religion, talk about God or spirituality. A lot of us like to talk about science, politics, how the world should work. Oh, some of us like to talk about relationships. But one thing that I've noticed is that people don't talk about themselves. And the reason why they don't talk about themselves is because they don't understand who they are or what they are. I have a book I'll be releasing. It's called Building the Kingdom. I talk about what's next and what's more in life. You may be feeling stuck. You may be feeling empty. Maybe this is starting to feel like a cycle that's just repeating itself over and over again in different ways. You're going crazy like Groundhog Day. Or maybe you're a little more like me, where you're growing and you are working so hard regularly every day. You're taking the steps, you're doing everything that you can do, but for whatever reason, it feels like life is catching up to you. It's like there's a delay on life, and it's like, yo, where am I? Like, it's crazy to me how I can try and do so much, and it seems like things get worse. It seems like things get worse. And when I'm not trying very hard, or I'm doing just whatever, or I'm not doing the right thing, it seems like everything seems to be working out. Everything seems to be working in my favor. You know, like, I just find it funny. What I've had to do and what I've learned was that we're not here to get rich, to make a bunch of money. We're not here to get that girl or that guy to fall in love with us. We're not here for those things. We're not here to eat really good food. We're not here to be comfortable and to play video games and have fun. But we can do all these things. And what we are here for is hidden from us because who we are is unknown to us. So, who are we? What are we? You are a physical body made out of over 50 trillion cells, 50 trillion organisms acting as one organism. It's your physical body. Okay, and we're going to leave the esoteric occult stuff out for now. We can keep it simple. You have a physical body, okay, made out of cells, 50 trillion cells, individual beings acting as one. You have a heart. You have an identity. You have emotions. Those 50 trillion cells come together to make one feeling, one person, one perspective. And that is your mental and emotional body. The perspective, arguably 0-point energy. How you see something and how you perceive something affects not only the unseen magnetic fields, but they also affect your biology. They also affect your electric field, your biomagnetic field. Electromagnetism is light. Light is consciousness. It's the result of sound. Then you have another body, which is your astral body. This is like quite the opposite of the physical body. It's when you go to sleep. So when you're going to sleep and you're having a dream, that body, that vehicle is astral. It's not made out of the same 50 trillion cells. Okay? It's not made out of matter. It's made out of light. Okay? What we can do when when we want to live that life, when we want to harmonize these things, there's a couple things that we got to do. I'm going to show you one thing. You see this right here? This is a parasite cleanse given to me by Janae. This is a parasite cleanse tea. I have multiple forms of this. This is going to help align my physical body to being more optimal for my manifestations by cleaning out the toxins, by removing what I don't want there, by removing things from my body. I'm actually creating space for something else. By removing the toxins from my body, that's like removing the lies and the programming from your subconscious mind. To heal my physical body is only one thing. What good is it to have a healed physical body if I'm just going to have a toxic mental, emotional mindset? And what good is that if I have no connection to source? If I have no connection to the astral body, like my pineal gland is calcified, no imagination, no ability to dream, what good is the health? Then you have another level, which is nature. You can go out into nature and get around greens and browns and listen to certain frequencies, play certain sounds. And what this is going to do is it's going to help you neutralize, reset, and recalibrate your nervous system and your nervous system and your programming. So when you calm down and you start thinking differently, you're able to get blood back to the frontal cortex. When you're stressed out, when you're in that fight or flight mode, okay, and you're stressed out, you're perceiving like, I'm under attack. Oh no, I'm under attack. The blood leaves the frontal lobe and goes into the arms and legs to survive for fight or flight. When you can control your perception, not only does it control the peptides that are released into your bloodstream for your cells to experience what you're perceiving, one thing that you can do is you can calm down, reduce the cortisol production, and when you're relaxed, your immune system reactivates. You're able to begin to grow. Your cells can heal and regenerate. The blood goes back to the frontal cortex. You're able to, the frontal lobe, excuse me. You're able to consciously reprogram your subconscious mind. But if I keep you in survival mode, if I keep you in fight or flight, stressing about bills, stressing about relationships, fear from movies, fear from the news, fear from media, social media in general, the reels, the TikToks, the shorts, all those things. If I can keep you in fight or flight mode, well then I can keep you out of creator mode and keep you in consumer mode. And if I can keep you in fight or flight, then your health will degenerate. You will not create, you will not think, and you will not reprogram yourself. So if I keep you in fear, if I keep you in survival mode, you're not going to be reprogramming your own subconscious mind. And those who are in control of that can get you to think and believe whatever they want you to, which will then in turn affect your physical body, your physiology. This can actually also affect your astral body, as programs can show up in the subconscious mind. In the astral realm, when you are dreaming, you can have an unhealthy dream, or what they call night terrors, or just no control, just chaos, not the opposite of a lucid dream. Having no control. Those night terrors, this is your astral body, and it needs help, and it needs you to clean your programming, your belief systems, your thought processes, letting things go. You have to learn to let things go. We don't need to go and add on a bunch of new information. Actually, we need to take a step back and let go of all those things that we think we've mastered and understand about life, and take it back to a very basic level and figure out who we are as people again. What is a human? How does a human operate? What are cells? What is the mental, emotional body? Why am I 50 trillion cells, but I feel like I'm one person? And then where is that signal that my pineal gland and my entire body is picking up that we call consciousness? and that we consider my personality, which we can find to be the same as astrology, which we can relate directly to the macrocosm. And we know that the macrocosm and the heavens and the astral realm is ruled by light. And we deal with light and sound. Whereas this is all matter. We deal with matter here. Okay? So you got to do both. And you being the mental emotional body, that one being, that lightning bolt that's inside of this body, the astral being inside of this physical being, creates you in the middle. You're this thing that's physical and astral. You're metaphysical. You can pull things from the astral realm and manifest and materialize them in the physical realm. You can also take things from the physical realm and materialize them in the astral realm. It works both ways. So, what is the point of this? If you want to understand drop shipping, e-commerce, Airbnbs, real estate, taxes, C Corp, S Corps, trusts, you want to get into all these different things, but you don't even know what you are, who you are, or where you are. That's why this is so important. We have to take a step back and go look into science, go look at biology. We have to take a step back and look at psychology, look at the conscious and the subconscious mind. We got to take a step back and look at bare energy, frequency, and vibration. And this is going to unlock many doors. This is going to heal every disease. This is going to restore truth. Media, lies, belief systems, cultures, those are temporary. They're here and they're gone and they change infinitely and they always will. But the truth will always remain the same, which is why I stick to math, I stick to geometry, I stick to energy, pure energy, laws of the universe. I'm not too into I used to be really focused on getting rich. I used to be focused on being a millionaire and that being the symbol of success. But now I realize that the true symbol of success is self-mastery. The true symbol of success is self-mastery. Sovereignty in all dimensions. Getting money could give you some sovereignty in some dimensions, but ultimately money is frivolous. It's a symbol to represent energy. What we got to get good at is energy work. And if you want to get good at working with energy to control the vibration it shows up at, you got to get good at mastering frequency and controlling frequency. And this is the ultimate thing that you can do for your physical body. If you can get your physical body, clean the parasites, clean the toxins, heal yourself. Heal your genetics, heal yourself physically, practically, work out, exercise to a degree. You can change the frequency, alkaline, how you eat. You can change the frequency of your physical body. You can heal your subconscious mind. You can deal with traumas. You can do what they call that shadow work or that light work. And you can go and listen to things that are going to fill you with a higher frequency and raise your frequency. Or you can do the shadow work and get rid of the things that are lowering your frequency. So light work is bringing in things to raise your frequency. Shadow work is letting go of things to raise your frequency. You got to do that shadow work. You got to change your frequency, okay? How you perceive things is how your body's going to experience them, and it's going to affect you in the astral level as well. Okay, your astral body. How do you heal your astral body? You have to get rid of belief systems, religions that you don't truly understand, doctrines. What's another one? Things like, what's the word? It's like a type of slavery. Fanaticism. Anything that you can be a fanatic about. You don't want to just go into these things and look at these things and believe this about God and believe this about Krishna and this about Jesus and this about Buddha. You want to actually understand what those religions were teaching if you want to use them, if you want to look at those books, those spiritual texts as well. They're all pretty much filled with positive things to help us master ourselves. But what people do is that they believe that there's this magic guy in the sky, or that there's these magic beings just that are around you that you have no connection to, and that you have to appease them, like you work for them or something like. And that's none of that is the case. Entities and spirits and all of those things can also be understood. If you can understand energy, frequency, and vibration, you will realize that energy has a vibration on every frequency. So if you switch to a frequency that was like super different or something, if you switch to your frequency, there's a domain holder. There's something that resonates on that frequency that's already there. And you can constantly do that with every frequency that exists, is that there's something that can exist there. This is the spirit realm. This is the metaphysical realm. It's just the frequencies you're currently not vibrating on, but exist all around you. Religions, subconscious programming, the traumas yet again, but it's heavily the belief systems and your imagination. And when you watch TV and you go through these subconscious programs and you're being raised a certain way and people just tell you whatever, what ends up happening is you create a system of believing and thinking, and you connect to certain frequencies when you dream in your astral realm, and you channel certain things, and these channels are on different frequencies. Some people channel very low vibrational things. Some people channel very high vibrational things. Okay, low vibrational means that it has less in it. High vibrational means that it contains more at one time. All right, so you want to be high vibrational to live a more holistic life. To a lower vibrational person lives a more separated life or partitioned type of life. So you want a holistic life, you want to be one with source, one with the all, you have to raise your frequency. You don't care about none of that. You want to be ignorant, arrogant, you don't care about that. You go into the lower frequencies. Okay? You disconnect from truth and from what is and from all things. The truth is connected to every single thing. Lies are connected to certain things. So if you connect to the truth, you will be connecting to something that is eternal. And if you can find God and find truth in everything, because it is in everything, you have something. You have found a level of mastery and sovereignty that many won't see in their lifetime. We're lucky to have this influx of information to help us really grasp and comprehend what's really going on here. But what you have to do is make sure that you're not getting distracted by media. You're not getting distracted. That's it. Just stop getting distracted. Chasing money, watching the show, playing the video game, chasing the feeling, chasing the relationship. Bro, relationships alone sometimes. Chasing relationships rather than just being a healthy, healed person within yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really basically against relationships because I feel like we're all supposed to be focusing on stepping into our best versions of ourselves. And in that process, we build the right relationships and bonds that we're meant to have. But if I go out seeking relationships and bonds and whatnot, that's going to turn into a painful lesson of suffering and resistance because I'm not focusing on myself, I'm focusing on them. I'm focusing on the outside world to teach me and to give something to me and do something for me. No, I have to change me. You have the ability to change you. You got to do it for you. The world is not going to change you. It's not. And even if I was to heal my physiology, how I think can be a parasite. My belief system can be a parasite. Parasites exist in a microcosmic level. Parasites exist in a macrocosmic level. Okay? There are collectives of low vibrations that people connect to that you don't have to connect to. Like if you've seen the movie Sinners, not to spoil it, if you have seen the movie, spoiler alert, if you have seen the movie Sinners, then you'll see that in that movie, it's almost like everybody who was infected were connected to like the same mind or the same frequency or plane. And it doesn't make them bad. What it does is it makes them different. They vibe, their souls, their spirits, what they channel and what their body is channeling through, the frequency of that astral being is so low that it feeds off of fear and blood and things like that. That's a low vibration, rather than being able to feed off of light, feed off of light, truth, okay, and love. So I want you guys to really consider these things. You know, like, share, subscribe, send this video to somebody if you feel like they could use a little real quick wake up call, or really reorient how you're looking at things in your life and what you're focusing on. We can go deep into healing and parasite cleanses. We can go deep into religions and spiritual texts. We can go deep into practices. We can go deep into ways to live and cultivate our society. We can go deep into conscious programming of the subconscious mind. We can go into these things, you know, but you have to know why. And you have to see yourself as important. You have to see yourself as the mission. This is to make sure that you don't keep getting distracted. Fine, get the money, get the relationship, get the house, get all those things. That's fine. But don't forget about you. All right? Everybody hold it down. But keep it up. It's your man Soular Moray. Peace to the gods, goddesses, kings, queens, emperors, and empresses. Y'all go check out my page. Y'all go click on the releases on my YouTube page. You'll see all my music, very healthy music that will lift you up. Same thing, if you look me up on any of your favorite music streaming platform, I'll be on there, Soular Moray. Go listen to my music, it'll raise your frequency, quite literally. Even the beats are constructed at 432 hertz. So I would like for you all to grow and elevate and heal and just do better and keep doing better and better and better and better. And I'll see y'all again the next time. Peace. Love y'all.